Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. This is a different episode than usual, and they're all going to be, I think, a little bit different than usual, because I've got news. Some of you may already know this, that follow me on social media, because my YouTubes are they lag behind a couple weeks. The news, for those of you that don't know, I have purchased a new boat. I'm leaving Hawaii in a week from taking this video. So by the time you see this, I'm already in Seattle. I'm moving to Seattle. Purchased a new boat, and in September, I plan to sail around the entire planet without stopping. Yeah, so that's it, and then I guess we'll break all that down. Yeah, I've decided to get a new boat. It is a 1998 Pacific Seacraft 40, which is a thoroughbred Creelock design, intended for the purpose of crossing oceans, and intended to do it safely and comfortably. And it is, I've been on it, and it is a sweet boat. And it's closed. The boat is mine. I own the boat, which is fantastic. Yeah, so I'm planning on sailing around the world without stopping, which is the elephant here in the room. And a lot of people, it's weird saying this now because I've already disclosed this information, and now I'm getting the backlash from it. An overwhelming amount of support, for sure, but there is a lot of non-support, which is fine, and that is to be expected. I'm getting a bunch of DMs. Everybody's telling me I'm going to die. Everybody's telling me I'm too inexperienced. Everybody's giving me all the reasons why I'm doing it. It's not something I just thought up on a whim overnight. I've been thinking about this for months, and it's been keeping me awake at night. It's been gnawing at me, and I've been sitting there staring at my ceiling like, I have to do this. I believe this may be the only chance in my entire life where I have this opportunity in front of me right now, where I have the means in front of me. I've got the health. I've got, obviously I have my neck issue, and it does hurt, and it is always a constant reminder that it is there. So that definitely drives the decision. But I've got the means, I've got the drive, I've got the motivation, I've got everything in place to do this and pull it off. It's all there. And I know if I don't do it now, I will forever regret it. It will eat me for the rest of my life. And I know that. And it's the exact same feeling when I got diagnosed with my neck issue, and all of a sudden made all these realizations that I didn't want to do that job anymore. And I remember a moment where I was at work after my diagnosis, and I was sitting there, I just got leaned into by a customer just teeing off on me. And I had this thought to myself, and I was like, there has to be more. This cannot be it. There's no way this can be it. And I just do this for the rest of my life, and it would kill me because of my neck. I would literally maybe get to retirement, and if I get to retirement, I'm going to be a broken human being, and that will be my life. Even after making that realization, it took me 3 years of sleepless nights, being lost, not being able to find a way out. In hindsight, it was all so obvious. It's just do the thing that you want to do. And I made that realization 3 years later. Just do the thing you want to do, and nothing else matters. And that's exactly what I did. I did the thing I wanted to do. So I quit my job, liquidated my 401k, bought a boat, moved onto the boat, learned how to sail, arguably, did a massive refit on a boat, posted everything on social media without knowing how social media worked, crossed an ocean, went viral on social media, sailed around the Hawaiian Islands with my cat. My point is, I started going through those motions again for 5 months, and I started just sitting there and thinking, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. And it was just on a repeat over and over in my head, and I came to the realization that it's the same exact thing as before. The only difference is I figured it out in 5 months as opposed to 3 years. As soon as I made that realization, I made the decision right then and there. I am sailing around the world without stopping on the next available window, which is in September. So I have 10 months to prepare my boat and myself. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are worried, understandably, and a lot of people are coming to their own conclusions. A lot of them are seasoned sailors. A lot of them are people who have no idea what they're talking about. And a lot of it doesn't get into my comment section. A lot of it is just direct messages that are sent to me. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to stop reading those here shortly. Honestly, I welcome it. I welcome the doubt. I welcome it all. I welcome the hate. I welcome the doubt, because it is all the same thing that happened before, albeit at a higher volume, because I've got a lot more followers now. But, before I left for Hawaii, I gained 60,000 followers, and I had sailors, I had people, I had everybody telling me I was going to die, everybody telling me I had a death wish, everybody was telling me I'm the problem, and I waste Coast Guard resources. Yeah, I definitely went about it. I mean, I never sailed outside of a river before crossing an ocean, and I definitely went about it in an unorthodox way, but I prepared, and I did everything legitimately, every single thing, and I faced the adversities. I completely had rudder failure at the height of the weather system I was in. Obviously, it gets so much worse in the Southern Ocean, but I faced the adversities. I was well prepared. I did it legitimately, and it worked. And then all of a sudden, everybody doesn't. Once I did the thing, there's nothing but praise. Nobody doubted me anymore, and I'm doing the same thing now. I'm just going after it now, and with an ambitious goal, and people are doubting it. And I welcome it. This might not be good or healthy or whatever, but there is no sweeter revenge than proving everyone wrong. With that said, I'm going on a rant here. This is a rant. I'm ranting, and that's what it is. There's no direction here. It's ADHD all over the place. I'm well aware the chance of failure is very, very high, and I have absolutely no shame. I will have absolutely no shame failing in front of the masses, in front of them, and it could be in any form. And when I say there's like a 50%, there's certainly less than a 50% chance that I succeed. That doesn't mean there's less than a 50% chance that I survive. It could be literally within the first week that I set sail, something on my boat explodes, and I have to turn around with my tail between my legs, and like that, there's all sorts of failures that can happen. It's just all of the odds are stacked against me. Like trying to get this refit done in time, and then also trying to gain the skills required in that time frame as well. If I don't gain those skills, then I won't be able to go. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to air some of that out. This is something I feel like I have to do, and a lot of people are like think it's a waste of time because I'm not stopping and all. It's not about that. It's a completely different thing. It's about the human challenge, the adventure. This is the hardest thing on Earth I could possibly do. Sailing through all of the world's oceans in one swing and coming around the other side and completing that mission, something less than 200 people on planet Earth have ever done. And it's less than that. There's no exact number, but it's believed to be right around 155 people have ever sailed around the world without stopping. It's a challenge. Why does somebody climb Mount Everest? It's harder than climbing Mount Everest. But why does somebody do it? I don't know. Because I feel like they have to. I don't know. Like, I feel like I have to. I feel like this is something I have to do. And then after, yeah, I'm not going to stop sailing. I'll continue. I'll sail the French Polynesia. I'll sail around the world again, but I'll stop. I've learned a lot of things about myself and what I want to do since I've been in Hawaii. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the exploring places, and Hawaii's been great to me. I love Hawaii. It's been great, and I love seeing new places. But I like sailing a lot more. I like to sail. I'm sailing gets me out of bed. You know what I mean? Like sailing, the next journey, the next adventure, the next challenge. That is what I like. I just like it. I like the things that break, and I have to problem solve it on the fly. And I like to sail. I love to sail. I love everything about it. I've learned that I'm not a traveler. I'm a sailor, for sure. So I do this for I'm doing this for the love of sailing, and for the challenge, and for the personal challenge, and to know if I can do it. So yeah, that's why I guess I'm doing it. There's a bit of a rant there. And now as far as my plan, I need to leave in September, roughly around September. It all comes down to if there's 4 massive hurricanes flying around the time I have to leave. Obviously the time, roughly the time I have to leave is September, October, because that puts me in the Southern Ocean in the summer seasons. Because if I go in the winter seasons, it will mean most certain death. And I don't plan on dying. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I plan on living out my dreams, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So It's the same thing as before, and I in my opinion, it's just as ambitious of a leap. You know, it feels very similar. I had 5 months of self-taught sailing experience, and then I spent the other 5 months doing the refit on the boat. And then I sailed outside of a river for the first time, and then crossed the Pacific Ocean. Like, that is a crazy thing. So, at least I have, right now, the benefit of 3,500 ocean miles under my belt. Whereas at the time I crossed to sail to Hawaii from Oregon, I had 75 miles of sailing experience under my belt. So it feels the same. It's more extreme for sure, but it feels like the same amount of craziness. But I do have a plan, as I did before, and my plan is, so I'm putting a team together, and that team is going to be, right now there's 2 people on my team, and there may be more down the road, but right now, so far, it's my dad, who is a wizard with everything logistical, and also happens to be a wizard with everything electrical, and but his role, he's orchestrating everything. So when I'm doing this refit on this boat, I have the benefit of, I did everything on my current boat. I did everything. And all those same things I have to do to this new boat. But my plan is to have everything done professionally, with me being very close, monitoring everything. So, because I need to know this new boat through and through, in and out. So every single install, I will be there, hovering over the shoulder, asking questions. But I want it done professionally, because I can't afford to do things wrong, to install things. I can't afford for the hydro vane to fall off again, and just things like that. So I figured I'll have it all done professionally. But my dad is organizing all of it. He's talking to like 8 different companies right now. Before I even bought the new boat, we have already had this stuff getting organized and planned, and it's been a chaos for my brain. But thankfully, I've got my dad taking a lot of that load for me. Which is awesome, and he also happens to be really good with everything on the electrical side of things, so he can really, really speak to these companies when it comes to coming up with a plan as far as like the layout of how things get installed, and so that's super helpful. And then I've also I'm incredibly fortunate that I've got Jerome Rand helping me out with this. Jerome Rand is somebody he's one of the very few who has sailed around the world without stopping on a tiny sailboat. And he did it in an unorthodox way as well. Because most of these people that sail around the world without stopping, they have massive backing. They've got $1 million boats, they've got $1 million corporations backing them, they've got massive amounts of backing getting them ready to cross an ocean. Jerome did it 100%. Nobody knew he was leaving to sail around the world except for his family and close friends, and so he did everything himself. It took him 3 years to come up with the money, and then also he outfitted his boat all himself, and he also did it without any connectivity, no Starlink of any kind. He just had like satellite communication, no Starlink of any kind, and he is a legend, and a complete lunatic as well, which is I think why we get along so well. But he agreed to help me out with this process. So the plan is I'm going to spend the first 5 months. I'm going to do a 5-month refit. Hopefully get the refit the boat completely ready to go in 5 months. Exactly how it's going to be when I leave, and then spend the remaining 5 months training with Jerome. I'll fly Jerome out from Michigan, and it's going to be one-on-one coaching. He's going to teach me everything I need to know. And we're going to go out and we're going to break my new boat as many times as we can, and we're going to really shake it out as hard as we can, and then bring it back and repair it, and go back out, break it, bring it back, repair it, all that stuff. And he's going to teach me how to navigate, how to be a real sailor. He's going to teach me how to be an actual sailor, not just some idiot kid with an iPhone that crossed an ocean. He's going to teach me all the ins and outs, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to being a good sailor, and he's super excited, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the plan. Make absolutely no mistake. I do understand. I'm fully aware of how difficult of a challenge this is. I have a absolute respect of the ocean, and I know the ocean can throw things that are beyond my wildest dreams. The ocean can throw the world at you, and I'm fully aware of that. I think it's going to be a game of endurance. It's going to be a game of mental strength, and that's what it's going to come down to. And I know a lot of people are also telling me to be very confident and say you can do it. It's like, I don't know if I can do it. That's why I'm doing it. I want to see if I can do it, and I think I can. I think it'll be really, really difficult. I think I will experience every single phase of human emotion to the extreme for long periods of time, and I'm bringing Starlink, and because I want to film it, I want to document it all. Might even do like YouTube videos when I'm out there because I'll have Starlink. So, and that'll help with, I guess, keeping my mind busy, I suppose. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to. It's basically the next 2 years of my life are going to be completely dedicated to this. It's going to be longer than I've been sailing. I bought this boat a year and a half ago, so I might be breaking a record if I make it around. I might be somebody with the least amount of experience to do it. I wonder if there's any truth to that. I think it really comes down to like what kind of brain do you have. I feel like I've got a brain that my brain is a massive disadvantage through like day-to-day society. There's no question about that. But I think in something like this, I think my brain can do it. I think I've got the brain for it. I've got a lot of people are like, you've got big cojones, and that's not what it is. I am terrified. I have been terrified about this. I think what it is, it's the lack of brain cells is all it is. It's just I'm just missing some brain cells, some important ones, it turns out. I don't think I'll go insane. I don't think it'll drive me crazy. I think I'll be able to endure, and I'm banking on it. And a lot of people also are saying, why are you even posting to begin with? And look, like, first of all, the only way I'm able to afford this is by posting on social media. Like, it has turned into my career, which is, don't get me, like, it is a job. It is a thing that I do. I spend a lot of time doing, and it is time consuming, but it is so much better than my other job. Like, I can't complain. Like, it's so much better. It's a lot of work, but it is. So is working 70 hours a week at a tire shop, selling somebody tires who doesn't need tires. That is way more work. But also, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy inspiring people. Like, that is such a bonus, and it makes it so much easier to do. Is that somebody finds inspiration in what I'm doing, and by no means am I under the delusion that I need to perform to inspire. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because I want to do it, and I get to inspire people along the way. Like, what more could you want out of life? But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. I think I'm going to rewatch this and see if I missed anything out, which I'm sure I did. But that's what I have to say right now. So thank you for watching. Feel free to keep watching or stop watching. It doesn't particularly matter to me. I'm just gonna keep doing it. But I do appreciate those of you that are incredibly supportive and say the kind things. It means a lot. I do read the comments. I have absolutely not enough time to respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. And to the haters, keep hating, because I need that too. You're equally as important, so keep throwing it in there. Keep throwing in the doubt. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye. Or Sailing Phoenix is out.